Welcome to another theme mounted video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a sticky column, which is a column that sticks to the top of the viewport as the rest of the content scrolls. So I'm just going to jump straight into it here. I'm going to do two columns. And we're going to go ahead and make the left-hand one sticky. So when I click the column settings here, we can see that if we scroll down, we have an option called Make Column Sticky. I'm going to go ahead and select Yes. When I do, we're presented with three additional options. Extra Space Top, which defines the number of pixels from the top of the viewport at which the column should become sticky. The Extra Space Bottom, which determines the amount of pixels from the push section at which the column should unstick. And of course the push section, which is the section that pushes the sticky column out of the viewport. Now it defaults to footer, but you can obviously create your own push section by just defining the class or the ID of the section. I'm going to show you how to do this later. Now the Extra Space Top defaults to 80 pixels because the majority of our headers in our themes have a height of 80 pixels. And if you modify the header height, you should obviously modify this value. This is just to make sure that the sticky column sits nicely below the header. So we're going to leave it at these values for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and add some content. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this for illustrative purposes. Add a few images maybe. I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate these. And we can check it out here. Now that I scroll, we can see that the text sits nicely below the header and remains sticky as I scroll the content to the right. Now obviously the content to the left isn't long enough to reach the footer, but had it been, it would push the column up and unstick it. Now I'm going to show you how to create a custom push section. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the editor, create another section block here, and just add some images to it. Now the first thing you want to do when you create a custom push section is give it a unique ID. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to call this my push section. And you can see the ID here. And then we're going to go to the sticky column again. And we scroll down to the push section. We remove the class footer. And we add my push section with the hashtag. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and we can see how this functions. Now that I scroll, you'll see that it sticks nicely. Then when I get down to the next section, it will push the content up and out of the viewport. And that's how you create a sticky column.